Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and today we're going to be covering the EWU, where Lando Gaming took on INTZ here in the playoffs to see who is going to advance. It's a best of two, so this is game one. Plus, I'm going to be casting this with the one and only Judo Sloth. Alright, so before we jump into the war here with Lando Gaming and INTZ, I do want to thank Judo Sloth for coming on the channel and helping me cast this war. This is only game one, so war one and then war two will be at a later date. Check out the link in the description for you guys so you guys know exactly when. You can go straight to that war. But if you like these live war commentaries, check out these thumbnails. The playlist to these thumbnails will be down in the description for you guys so you can check out all these different types of wars, because these are a lot of fun to cast, to watch, and just see everything. You can see the 3 stars, and you even see the fails, and you even see the 1 stars. Maybe you guys can copy some of these bases that turned out to be really, really strong. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and jump into this live war here in the EWU, Lando Gaming versus INTZ. We got the first attack. Ghost is in on versus INTZ here. Let's go ahead and take a look. Ooh, Caldero is looking to have that anti 2-star base with a Town Hall in the core. He has 6 Yetis, 3 healers, so he's doesn't have too many healers like you normally see, about 5 of them there.
Yeah, interesting. And you would normally see the anti-2 bases right now to try and defend the hybrid attack. So Ghost knows that's not the right attack strategy to use here, or would be a little bit more tricky. And that's where the Yetis are coming right up the gut. And he's got brilliant pathing here for them right straight to the Town Hall.
Yeah, he's got witches over on the left side there to help try to kind of take out the flank, but I don't know. These witches don't seem like they're doing too much. They're going to get picked off really quickly. So now he's going to send the Yetis, the bowler, straight into the core here. Has 1 jump to potentially jump over to get to that eagle pretty quickly. Depends on the path that they're going to go. Oh, he did lose a healer, so he only has 2 left now because of that Seeking Air Mine. But now the question is, he needs to take this Town Hall down. And the Royal Champion does come from 12 o'clock as long as he can try to push through this base here, Judo.
Yeah, well, these scatter shots, I feel, did so much damage onto his troops in the middle. They were just sideswiping all of the time. Thankfully, they finally went down, but I think he's going to struggle down into the back end of the base here. The scatter shots weren't distracted from the witches on the outside, which I think was part of the plan. And in the end, this single is going to wreck him.
Yeah, but he does have 1 freeze and queen ability. We'll have to see if that's going to make a huge difference. There's the queen ability. He needs to save this Royal Champ ability here for as late as possible. And let's see if he's going to use the freeze. He's going to let that queen die pretty much and going to use it for that Royal Champion. There it is. He's going to be moving his way through. He's got 1 wizard. Can he pop this? Oh, there is the... Oh, the Skelly's going to hurt quite a bit. That single target Inferno. No, it's it's going to take that Royal Champ down. Oh, and that Wizard Tower didn't have much health either. That could have been a 3-star if that Skelly trap was not right there. Oh.
So close. I told you the single Inferno was going to wreck him. You didn't believe me.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah,
oh, my word.
I thought he had a chance.
What an OP Skelly trap.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I think if that Skelly trap was not there, it would have been a 3, because the Royal Champ would have came over, grabbed that Wizard Tower, and then it would have been just a cleanup at that point. But, wow, Ghost, so close. Almost was able to get it, but, hey, that's the difference in... having that defense right there versus the 3-star. 29 seconds. Going to try to get into the 92, maybe 93% here, because they're going to try to rack up as much percentage as possible, because there are 2 wars. This is the first war here, the first attack. So we'll have to see the rest of them. 93 looks like that's going to be the final one for this attack for Ghost.
93 it is, so a decent percentage, but definitely not enough. They will be wanting 3 stars non-stop.
We have Marinol coming in on 1, so this is now their answer. And look at this, another kind of anti-2-star base. Town Hall is completely isolated in the core. I guess they really want to stop those hybrid attacks like you were mentioning. But this one is going to come in with suey lalo. I mean, this is what Marinol loves, and this is what he's best at.
Yeah, and the thing that pops out to me here is 5 freeze spells. There's a lot of splash in the center there. Multis next to the scatter shots. I love how tightly compacted this is. I mean, E-Drags could be a good option on this base. But Marinol, team captain, leads the way for INTZ and gets a good start with the Suey hero method, taking out one of the scatter shots.
Yeah, he's got 3 lava hounds coming in. The balloons are going to try to overwhelm the base. Out comes a dragon and a witch. That is something definitely did not want to see, and Juan knew that it was probably going to try to get hit with an attack strategy, not like the bowlers or whatnot, but he's sending the balloons straight in. The blimp is charging in, freezing the sweeper on the back end. E-Dragon down, dropping another freeze. Now the question is he going to make his way to the town hall? It doesn't look like it here, Judo. Oh!
It doesn't look like it at all. He missed the sweeper. Thankfully gets it again.
He gets it.
He does get the town hall. Wow, that was super close for Marinol. He will not be happy with that. Secures the 2 stars though, which is definitely in a single attack format what you need to do. But wow, those balloons got crushed. The dragon on defense, MVP for Lando Gaming.
Yeah, I don't think he was expecting to have a dragon witch come out of the CC there, which it can totally mess up the attack when all the pups and things have to get taken down. Plus that dragon has so much high HP. You're relying on the poison and the pups because one poison won't be able to take it down. So that's a 58% 2-star, which is very low. Something that you don't really expect. You try to see into the now 90s. We've talked about it before, like a year ago. People were getting, mid 70s. Then towards the end of the year, about mid 80s. Now, in these type of tournaments, they pretty much have to be in the 90s for it to, for a 2-star to really for you to have a chance on a potential tie.
Yeah, that really doesn't set INTZ up well, but it is all about the stars. And, you know, as long as they get 1 extra star, who even cares about percent?
Exactly.
So they're not too dissatisfied, I'm sure, right now, but certainly a long way off on percent to start off.
Now, we have Juan attacking a Marinol now. It's kind of like answering the call. Another one where the town hall is kind of isolated inside the core of the space with 2 single target infernos next to it and even a single target, so 3 single target infernos on this one here, Judo.
Yeah, it's interesting that we have seen a base where the town hall is slightly offset. That's when the hybrid is now coming in, taking his time with a couple of Hog Riders, luring the clan castle, which is something we don't always see too much anymore. Tend to just do that with the Battle Blimp Yeti method. But Juan wants to use a couple of Hog Riders, start off this queen charge, and come down, assumably, to the 9 o'clock area.
Yeah, he doesn't think he's pulled the full CC, so he's dropping a little bit more, like a balloon, and then 1 more hog to try to get the full CC out. And let's see, what do we have? We have some more archers, and I don't know if there's anything else in there, but he does have 17 miners, 10 hog riders, a jump spell, and 2 freezes. Gonna have to see where he's gonna try to charge his queen in, jumping maybe near. He has to take that single target Inferno down, otherwise he's not gonna be able to keep that queen alive. This air defense might be a problem. Watch out if it's gonna pick off these healers on this charge in. Oh,
yeah, the one on the right does start to do some damage. He's got to hope that he can freeze it, and there it goes. But he also needs to use a freeze for the single. In it comes. He's got to hope that the queen gets to that single ASAP. But the king and the ability will distract it for a little bit longer. Ooh. Not the start that Juan wanted, but he will get that single, and the queen will start to tank the scatter shot as well before the hogs and miners come in.
Yeah, the healers kind of switched off there, but they're back onto the queen. She's now taking out the town hall here. So the single target Inferno is not on the queen. He's going to burn her ability, and pretty much she's going to go down, not going to survive all these expos here. And more archers come out of this clan castle. Healers are getting hit by that scatter shot. Pops this Grand Warrior Eternal Tome really early here. Now the question is, does he have the push through the bottom side of this base? He has to get through a skeleton trap. The Royal Champion's coming on the other side, but if he's not able to move his way through here, it's going to fall up pretty short. Hogs come out of that siege barracks. P.E.K.K.A. Wizards on the outside, Judo. He's got to charge through the back end of this base to try to get through it. Oh, no.
Well, that was manic from start to finish. The queen thankfully got that town hall, but with the scatter shot sitting, waiting to pounce onto these hogs and miners, going to have a difficult time getting through, but they have managed to get through the scary area with the clan castle troops. No Grand Warden ability, no spells, so it's all about percentage you can rack up around this scatter shot at this point.
Yeah, he's going to have to take care of these skeleton traps right here. It does go down. The Grand Ward's going to help a little bit. It's going to depend on what these miners can get. Does he have a chance here? The scatter shot's now going to hit these miners, and I think that scatter shot's going to be the MVP on defense. Yeah. It's going to stop everything from getting through this wall here, and the miners are moving in. Might be able to... No, that Royal Champ's also going to stop it there, so he's going to get into the 90% 2-star as well against Marinol here, so a little different base designs that you're typically not used to. Maybe they were used to more of the ones where you had those town halls a little bit on the outside where you can walk the queen in. We've been seeing a lot of blimps with the yetis, and that's not the case on these ones here. So you're going to have to throw your opponent off kind of their normal attacking style, but we'll have to see what they're going to come in with because Marinol, he did the Lalo, but he's been doing a lot of drag bat that I've seen the wars that he's been in as well. Pretty much you take these two wars, you add it together, the stars, the percentage, and that is who's going to advance to take on J-Off, who did beat Fatang the other day. So J-Off is now just waiting and watching. But we have the next live from Mr. E of INTZ. He's going in here, Judo, with the Queen Charge Hogs, and he's got a blimp.
Yeah, the diversity that we're seeing in strategies here is something that always I enjoy about strategies and just about these 5v5 wars, seeing different strategies come in. But Mr. E with the Yeti blimp pulls the clan castle. There is a witch in combination with the ice golems, is going to get the single target inferno. Does get a couple of other buildings around there, but nothing major. More importantly, though, will allow the queen across to that town hall.
Yeah, he's going to have that down, which he also, take note, he did not use a rage spell. So he's going to have that extra spell to be able to use on the queen, or it depends on the hogs where the queen's going to go, the pathing of where they decide to end up. So that's going to be nice. He got the value there. I'm wondering if he used the rage, I mean, he would have got a few defense on the other outside, but I mean, the queen would be able to reach that anyways. So he got the value he needed to keep that queen alive. Took care of the witch here, so it's taking a little bit of time here. But now the question is going to be, where's the queen going to path because of the opening in this wall? He's definitely trying to get to that town hall there.
Yeah, he's going to have to bring something into the gold mine, I would assume. Here comes the king to cut off that funnel, and the queen will hopefully come in, but king might be a little bit far down. After he gets the elixir collector, she should be driven into the base. We've got a couple of wall breakers coming in as well, but like you said, time is going to be a factor here. Already getting to 1 minute 30.
Yeah, he brought some wall breakers because he didn't know if the queen was going to loop in, but it looks like she is indeed going straight for that town hall. Healers are not in range of it, so that's awesome there for him. He can try to adapt on the fly. You saw he was dropping some wall breakers thinking that he needs a wall break up there. He doesn't. He's going to completely change the attack strat on the fly here. But coming in with the hogs on the bottom side, Royal Champ is down as well. Get ready for the Grand War Internal Tome pretty much through the scatter shot. Maybe. There it is. Oh, look at those hogs. So low. He's going to heal them back up. That was close, Judo. Oh, my.
Oh, that was super close. If only it was a millisecond faster, he wouldn't have had to use the heal because they wouldn't have took that damage. How costly will that be moving to the back end? Takes another hit from the scatter shot. Hog Riders everywhere, though. This looks good for INTZ Carbon as they surround the final scatter. Are they going to get it?
Oh no, the enemy queen barely stayed alive right there. One shot away from the throw there, but I think he should be okay. As long as this goes down, the hog can retarget onto this queen. Oh god, we got 31 seconds. Is this queen going to be the MVP? Hogs won't retarget, the miner will. Literally need like one shot on this queen to take it down. They should go to her next. Okay, there we go. There's a giant bomb. Oh, a tornado trap! No, what the heck? Oh my god, the miner helped grab that. The tornado almost denied those hog riders. Oh my god, Mr. E comes in with the 3-star.
Talk about end-to-end stuff.
Holy.
That was incredible and puts INTZ back in the lead. Wow. What an amazing attack.
No, V-Dub's actually going to be the third one. I don't know what I'm looking at, but we're seeing on Ozzy. I've seen this base before. Now the question is, he's coming in with a Queen Walk Dragon, 6 dragons. And there are sweepers both in the core, so he's going to have to get some value here. Does have one jump here, Judo.
Yeah, I'm just trying to fix my audio, Carbon. I do really apologize for that.
All good.
Looks like we have the wall wrecker. Now, we were talking about this before we went live, and the wall wrecker was only used 3 times in the EWU. How successful will it be here for Vito?
Yeah, we'll have to see the ice golems come out there to tank a little bit. He has the jump spell. He's going to try to jump right over into this town hall. charging his way in. She's going to make her way to this multi-target Inferno, and then down by the air defense and the cannon. But this air defense over here might be a bit of a problem if the Queen doesn't go. She should target that next, but the CC has yet to be pulled. Dragons are down. Okay, let's see. Oh, wait a second. He's going on the top side. I don't know where this Queen's going.
Oh, she needs to get in there. She does lock onto the town hall, so he can rest a little bit with that. And she should get across to that back-end air defense as well. Oh, she didn't. She took a little step to the left. If she'd have gone to the right, it would have been so much better.
He still has the Royal Champion. I'm going to see the Royal Champion probably come in over at 2, 3 o'clock there to help clear that section, but the single target Inferno is going to do a bit of work. Those Ice Golems are slowing him down quite a bit here. King burns his ability, pops the Grand Warden Eternal Tome. I don't know, was it the right call there? The Eagles locking onto the Dragons. Down goes the single. Where is this Royal Champion going to come? Oh, actually down at 6 o'clock. Going to leave that 3 o'clock section up over there.
That's what I think his original plan was. He wanted the Queen across to the right, the Royal Champion coming in at 6, but everything went in INTZ's favor. The defending Queen was sniping off balloons left, right, and center. Such an issue for VW, and into the end of it, the Dragons just didn't have the power to get through.
Yeah, unfortunately not able to charge their way back through the back end here. We have Air Expo, Tornado Trap was down there. And VW is looking for a little bit more percent here. That's going to give the percentage game, get it closer for INTZ. It's going to bring it back down there, but Lando Gaming is going to need to answer with a 3-star to bring it back into a close war, even though it's only 1 difference. Not too big of a deal. We've seen some wars where the clans have made a bigger comeback than that, but that's a very difficult position. We have 77. He's going to try to get just about a 78 with this minion. Can he do it? Where's he going to go? Is it in range of this? No, just still out of range of the Archer Tower, so should be safe to get a 79 and maybe even an 80% here.
Yeah, with the army camp next to it, he gets a little bit fortunate to push that percentage up, because when there's only 5 people within the team, every single percentage matters.
Yep.
But he's not going to... Oh, he does!
He does get it.
Wow. 2-star, 80%. Could have definitely been worse.
We're going to be watching two games. This is the best of the 2, so whoever's going to win is going to be taking on Jay off in the finals for a prize pool, because first place gets $1,000 for the team. Second place gets 12,500 gems. Third gets 5,000 gems. And an MVP is $100. And now we have Ozzy coming in on VW for INTZ. And Judo, he's coming in with the Queen Charge Hogs as well, but using the blimp too.
Interesting, because again, we have 3 single target Infernos.
Yep.
Now, assumably, the Queen is charging in towards the Town Hall away from them. However, the blimp with the Yetis trying to get this first scatter shot. It's always a bit crazy when you have defending heroes there, but it does go down. A good start for INTZ.
Yeah, I wonder if he wanted to get the blimp a little bit further to get to that single target Inferno and then charge his way into this Town Hall, because he does have 7 wall breakers. So I'm going to be curious to see what he's going to be doing here on the fly, because that single target Inferno is going to do so much work to his Queen here. He's going to have to be very careful as he's charging through, and then he has to set this funnel. Otherwise, the Queen might walk to the right side.
Yeah, he's got to be careful. Snuck in 1 balloon. He's got a wizard there as well. He's got a little bit of time because there's 2 ice golems, but he's got to act fast. I would have thought a couple of hog riders, whilst the arch tower is distracted, might have been the best play, but doesn't go for it. Queen could definitely walk here, like you said, Carbon.
We'll see. I mean, it looks like if this goes down, she should be safe to go back to the left here. Oh! Uh-oh. She is going that way. She is going to the right, guys. This is... I cannot see this being the... Unless... I don't know. Unless he somehow is able to adjust on the fly. I'm thinking... Drops the rage, drops the freeze. Doesn't wall break it. Uh-oh.
Oh, the wall breakers didn't get it.
Oh, no. Here we go. So, oh, the single target Inferno. Oh, no. The mortar. Oh, my God. One thing after another. The mortar shot took out that. He has to pop Queen ability. Pulls a skeleton trap. Oh, this is not looking good. He has to adapt on the fly to at least try to save and get that Town Hall for the 2-star. Oh,
Well, he should be good at 40%.
Yeah.
He just needs to rack up the percent a little bit more before that Town Hall activates. But even if he comes in from the defenses at the right, the Hog Riders, here they come. They would redirect to the Town Hall right as he hit the 51%. However, super unfortunate. If the Wizard have got the Dark Elixir storage, the Queen would have gone in the right direction, and he just throws everything to that Town Hall. Does not want to miss the 2-star Carbon.
Yep, exactly. Now he drops the freeze, drops the rage, pops the Grand War Internal Tome. Perfect timing and placement of the Hogs to make sure that he has a group of them approach the Town Hall right when he's going to get to the percentage. The 51% does activate that Town Hall. And now he's going to try to move around, grab as much percent here, because that Queen, I was worried she would walk to the right, and that's exactly what she did. That was unfortunate there. Didn't get that funnel set in time. But look at this. He's still got a ton of the base down, even though it didn't go according to plan. But yeah, that funnel on the right side was not set. The single target, I don't know if he was trying to get the blimp a little bit further in. Would love to kind of pick his brain to see what went wrong in that attack there, but obviously the Queen, I would assume she was not supposed to go to the right side.
Because he knew the 3-star wasn't going to happen, and he plucked off a couple of defenses on the side. However, the main man himself, Lando of Lando Gaming, has the opportunity now to get the 3 stars and put them in the lead, because they have the percentage advantage.
Indeed, Lando is coming in. He is their number one, hitting the enemy number one, Marinol of INTZ. The Grand Warden is going to be able to be used to set the funnel, and that is a multi-target Inferno, so he doesn't have to worry if it does lock onto his Grand Warden. Should be safe, but he's at least looking to grab this Wizard Tower down, I would assume, so that he can then start the Bowlers and the Yetis to go straight in. He needs to set a funnel up at 12 o'clock, otherwise things start walking, and you have to be worried about time here. There's the King, because this is the thing. He doesn't have too much cleanup. He's only got 3 Wizards, so he's got to get the Yetis, the Bowlers down, and then charge his way through the space here, Judo.
Well, he's just taking his time at the moment, still has over 2 minutes on the clock, and for me, as long as you start before a minute is gone, you should be good. But a lot of things happening here. Has to press the Grand Warden's ability early on.
Yep.
And wow, this is not what he wanted.
Oh man, those Bowlers took a tremendous amount of damage there. They were like almost dead before they even jumped the wall to that Town Hall. The Eagle's now firing on top of them. Yeti Mites are coming in front. The scatter shot, but now the question is, can this Royal Champion get a ton of work on the top side? He's got a lot of Yetis here in the core with all of the hero abilities except that Grand Warden and Eternal Tome. That Royal Champion needs to take that single down. No! Oh no! He was late on the Royal Champion. That's going to hurt tremendously because it didn't get her shield off. And that's the thing. If you go up against a single target Inferno, you need to pop that Royal Champion ability early. Otherwise, she's going to get taken down. Oh, no.
The King does his thing, though, Carbon.
What?
The Barbarian King takes it down, so he's still got a lot around the base. He's got the Queen with good health. Grand Warden trying to help a couple of Yetis. He might get fortunate here. The scatter shot went down thanks to the Bowlers.
Wow.
This is going to be a close one.
Oh my goodness. He's just watching now. At this point, he literally cannot do anything. All the troops, all the spells are dropped on the map. The Yetis are moving around. The Yetis have no more Yeti Mites, so they cannot do any more damage or jump over the wall to deal any damage. The Queen is walking down around 38 seconds. The healers are doing some work
reach
to
everything.
Uh-oh. Can he do it here? It's going to come down to this Queen. She needs to take down these Archer Towers. That one Archer Tower is pretty low health there.
And she can reach everything here, Carbon. It's going to be... I think he's got it.
Yeah.
I think he's got it. Lando going to put them in the lead. Wow.
Oh.
Every single thing happened at the start of that attack that he didn't want, but against all odds, slams in a 3-star. Whatever you think is going to happen often doesn't happen.
Right.
So there's every chance that INTZ will get a 3-star here and put things back in their favor. The Queen Charge Hog Riders, the method of choice.
Indeed, and he's deciding to use that Battle Blimp as well. We're seeing that Battle Blimp being used as the most common CC nowadays at the high competitive level of these pro players. And because you can get so much value dropping that blimp to set either the funnel, take out a single target Inferno to protect that Queen Walk, pull the Clan Castle, so many different uses. But the big thing was the ability that it has death damage since that update, which has completely changed the value that it can get.
Exactly. Starting off with this queen charge, I like the use of the wall breakers, recognizes that the king's altar was there to bust that open,
Yep.
but the queen's not going in that direction.
No,
Is she going to reroute here, or does she go to the lab?
She's going over to the wizard tower because she can reach it, and she's going up. She is not going to reroute to the town hall. I was wondering what the funnel was, but he's going to have to adjust on the fly here. Maybe he's going to save this blimp for the town hall and then have hogs kind of come in and join in with him, but we'll have to see. He has the enemy queen and royal champion up on the bottom side of the base. The enemy king is down, so he doesn't have to worry about that there, but the queen's going to loop in one more wall breaker. He's going to try to break this corner. He does! Now the question is...
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Right? He's got to get to that eagle artillery. Oh, man.
But once the eagle goes down, he's got the scatter shot
Yeah.
tanked here as well. He can pull the clan castle, but most importantly, the scatter shot is tanked. Doesn't need to take it down as long as it is off the hog riders. Then they could come into the town hall once he gets the percentage high enough. Surprised we haven't seen some troops over to 9 o'clock to try and drive that percentage. But here comes the battle blimp, Carbon.
Yeah, the battle blimp is coming in right for the town hall. Pulls out an ice cone, pops that queen ability. Hogs are down. Has to get the Grand Warden Royal Champ down in time. He doesn't have a rage for the town hall here. So out comes the Yeti. He drops the freeze on it. Is he going to pop this Grand Warden Tome early here for the Hogs? They're going to move their way to the town hall. He needs to protect them. Here it goes. Nice, perfect Warden ability. But now these Yetis are not going to get too much value. They're literally just walking and moving around the outside of this base here, Judo.
It's a tough one. The queen took the single inferno. The hog riders have the heal spell. If the royal champion can go clutch, they need to get the scatter shot. If that goes down, he's in with a chance. But with two multis, the hog riders have just got too much damage down here. Definitely didn't want the hog riders onto that town hall. Wanted the queen in and had to adapt on the fly. Very nicely done. But it's still going to be close, Carbon.
Hang on. If he can get this multi-target inferno with this royal champion, but time though. There's only 23 seconds left. The multi is going to go down. Queen is stuck inside the base. Drops a balloon. I mean, dropping the balloon from the opposite side of the base won't do much if there's defenses down south at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, he's going to run out of time.
I think he was hoping the royal champion did more.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's not going to be able to get this 84% 2-star. So Lando Gaming is in the lead right now with the percentage. So unfortunately, that's not going to connect for INTZ. Let's take a look at the average destruction right now. Again, 91 for Lando and an 80 for INTZ. So now the question is Sir Fox going to be able to put a 3-star? Because if he does, that's going to win Lando Gaming the war no matter what. They're going to lock it up. But if he doesn't, INTZ going to have to try to get another triple, and they will have a chance because they are not anywhere near on percentage. Put in all this effort here to make it to the playoffs. You don't want to have a one-and-done war. But now we have Lando Gaming, Sir Fox coming in to try to put the nail in the coffin for game number 1. If he 3-stars, that's going to be a win for Lando Gaming. But remember, it's 2 wars. It's going to be whatever you can put in the 2 here. Sir Fox sending some hog riders. I'm trying to see where the clan castle is. Nope, maybe that's just to set the funnel here. And he's going to come in with the queen, charge into the hybrid attack here, Judo.
Very nice adaptions. He wanted to set that funnel, but when the Tesla popped, decided to send in a couple of hog riders, and it was perfect because it fell at the final moment. Couldn't have been any better. Wall Wrecker will allow the queen into the base, and he's going to get huge value here, taking down the scattershot, queen, clan castle, and the expos. As long as he can get through it, has some ice golems of his own.
And he was able to also activate that tornado trap so the queen will not get spun. He has one jump to be able to drop right over this wall here so the queen can take out that town hall. Needs to drop this king up at 12 o'clock. I don't know if he's going to drop it anytime soon because I think the moment he drops like 1 or 2 more troops, this eagle might start to activate. So he's going to be very patient. There's the jump. This queen needs... There it is. What did he drop? I don't know if he dropped something. Was it the jump that activated that eagle? Oh, goodness. Here it goes.
I think it was.
Yeah, the jump was just enough to activate that eagle here. And can he take this town hall? Because the queen already burned her ability. Uh-oh.
I'm surprised. I thought that the jump might have just kept the queen on the bottom side. Wow. He does get it, but the queen's going to go down from here.
Yep.
So it's going to be difficult. Hogs and miners do start their path, and the king is deployed, wanted to ensure the town hall went down. I'm surprised that he didn't try and just keep the queen on the right-hand side and get the hogs and miners in. But after activating the Eagle, you know you've got to play it safe. Hogs and Miners come in. They've got a lot to deal with, though, Carbon.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a lot of value with that queen charge. The Town Hall went down. He went through the enemy queen. So now the question is, can he make it through the back end? But there's the enemy king is still standing. The Royal Champ is still standing. These miners are going to get stalled up. Single target Infernos are going to start locking on. Royal Champ pops her shield. I just think there's way too much damage here to make it through. And it's not looking like it's going to connect. It's going to be just a 2-star. And now it's going to come down to the percentage. And now the question is, INTZ is going to have to answer the call. If they can triple, they will win because of the stars. And we have 30 seconds left in the raid. He's going to try to get as much percentage to affect game 2 in this one here.
Well, Lando Gaming are well ahead on that percentage. And like you said, he's trying to just fire up that percentage to move into game 2. Even if INTZ happened to get a 3-star, Lando Gaming came behind. They were behind 2MCES, and they came back from behind by 2 stars. So they have the capability of doing it, but as long as they're ahead on percent as well, then that is a massive, massive thing in their favor.
The question is, if INTZ 3, they're going to win. Here we go. Marinol is in on Ghost. And what can he do? If he does 3-star, that's going to put him at an 84%. They're going to lose by over 4.6%. They'll lose the war by, but they'll win on stars. So now, can Marinol get this one done? I've seen this base sometimes as well. So some of these bases, let's see if they're going to decide to maybe run some different ones. But is he going to run some traps? That's the beautiful thing about it. You can move traps and everything around on a base, and it can be completely different and mess up an attack.
Exactly. You can almost double bluff your opponent if they think they know what they're doing. A beautiful start, though, with that Royal Champion. Notice how he pressed the ability early. Exactly what you were saying before, Carbon. Otherwise, the single would have roasted the Royal Champion. The Queen Charge down to the south gets very good value, and he's cruising at this point.
Yeah, he does have that Siege Barracks, so I'm assuming he's going to switch that to a Blimp or a Stone Slammer, because these definitely, I don't see a Siege Barracks being used on a Queen Charge Lalo attack, and Marinol knows that he needs to get this nice use of these balloons to try to pull some Seeking Air Mines, and this Queen is just going to be walking around this ring base at this point. 3 single target Infernos are up on the top side of this base here, so now the question is, can he get it? We're at about a minute 45 left in the raid. He's only got, look at those balloons, Judo, 16 balloons in this army right now. Holy.
But what does he do? Does he switch to a battle blimp here, Carbon, and send that to the town hall and Lalo around? Because like you said, I think the siege barracks was probably just a backup in case something went wrong. Wants to allow the queen all of the way around and create the pathing. Maybe he even goes for the stone slammer once he can directly target it.
The queen's now stepping in and gonna pop this queen ability. No, drops the freeze to keep that queen ability, but if he gets in here, the problem is these healers are going to get in range of this town hall, and they will start to get picked off. This air defense is going to go down. Dragon comes out of that clan castle. Uh-oh. Is he going to make his way to this town hall? Oh, no. They're all going right around it. They're not going to the town hall. Uh-oh. Drops the freeze on it. Oh. He has some balloons on the back end. Still have... Oh, my goodness. What's happening? He did not go with the blimp. I'm surprised why he didn't go with the blimp here. He's got one more haste. This town hall is up. Drops the haste.
Oh! Oh my word. Why did he not use the battle blimp? I think he went all out for the 3 stars. Saw that the stone slammer might have got better value, but it didn't have direct pathing to the town hall. So the blimp probably would have been the better option. In fact, we know it would have. Definitely a big mistake from Marinol.
Wow, he did not go with the blimp to get that town. I would have expected that blimp to go, and Ghost is going to hold the defense. That's going to be 11-10 victory, 88.6 to a 78.0, but it's not over. INTZ still have a chance. We're going to be going into game number 2 very shortly. That's going to kick off here. We got 5 seconds. We're going to see the final score of this war here. There it is. Victory indeed to Lando Gaming of game 1 here. And game 2 is going to be coming very soon, so you don't want to miss that if INTZ can make a comeback. So with that, Lando Gaming's got that 1-star lead and the percentage right now going into game 2. The game 2 will be out in just a few days, so make sure to come back to the channel. The link will be down in the description for you guys. If you're back about a week after or whatnot, the link will take you straight to the next video in this series. But anyways, I do want to thank Judo Sloth again for coming on the channel. It was a lot of fun to cast these wars here, and I hope to do another one very soon with him. And with that, it's going to wrap up today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, make sure you guys go and hit that like button and subscribe down below for the daily content. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. CarbonFin signing out. Peace.